Morning everyone, Dave here with Projects Around. Let me see, today is what, it's the 16th today. We're getting ready to finish up this project that we have been doing here. Let me camera turn around back there. We're gonna finish up the siding today. There's a couple other projects going around today, and I'll show you what those are just a sec here. The other project going around is Ray needs to change the front wheel bearings on his GMC pickup. So he's going to be doing that today, this morning. Shouldn't take him too long to get that done. He's already got this side jacked up and he's got to get it off. He's got to get his air tools out. He's got the compressor. Here's all the aluminum we need to turn in. So that's the first project. Ray, what are you changing? The bearings out?
Yeah.
Or the whole hub assembly?
The whole hub assemblies.
So he's doing the whole hub assembly on that. So that's first project. And while he's doing that, I got a couple small things with the electrical that needs to be done on the garage project. So I'll be working on that. All right, so I need to get some backing in behind this light. He's going to put a box in behind it. So when we mount these, they got a cutout for the box, so the light actually is hanging on something more substantial than just this here. A lot of guys will just do it the cheap way and throw it in. You know, electricians will tell you gotta have a box behind it. All right, I gotta cut some backing to get behind here. Because like I said, this fiber board, it won't hold anything. So we got to put some backing in behind it. I'm going to use a piece of this old 2x4 that we had. I'll be putting the box on metal box. I could have used plastic. I prefer the metal. I have to knock this out and put a mechanical fastener on the back to be able to attach the Romex cable to. So I've got to drill a big enough hole through the backing that the mechanical fastener will fit. All right, we got our mechanical fastener. The guys before me, the ground is in there, they cut it off, so I pulled enough wire so we can make sure that the ground is hooked up. The box is screwed into the backing, which we put in back around here. Okay, so we have enough backing. I put the mechanical on there. It's tight and it's secured, and we're ready to put the vinyl box over the top of this. Now the light will have something secure to hook into. That's the way you do it. Don't do it cheap. Don't do it wrong. Don't just throw it up. Make sure that you properly secure your lights. This is electricity. Don't screw around with it, okay? If you don't know your codes, you better find out from your city. A lot of places won't let you do it. You have to have an electrician come in. In this state, I can do electrical work on my own. It's my property. However, I must do it by code. And I looked up online what the code for this was to make sure that I was doing it properly. So remember, don't screw around with electricity. Looking at this, I didn't like the way that this box was sitting. So when we put the cover on it, it was going to be too high for the cover, and then to get the siding to slip, because this is a narrow area and that siding has to bend out over that. So what I did is I took a 4 1/8 inch hole saw, and I drilled a hole on both of these. Okay, and this one's done too over here. I drilled a hole on both of these so I can sink them back the distance of this fiberboard, which is a little greater than 3/4 of an inch. All right, so now I'm gonna move that. That is not centered over this door or centered in the peak. So what I am going to do is move it up a little bit and center in the peak and put in a box there. I think is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to move that. Put a new box in. I don't like it there anyways. Alright, so I pulled the old Romex out and I put some new Romex in because it just wasn't long enough to stretch from the old box to where I put the new one. But now this is at least centered on the peak. So I dropped it down 16 inches there and centered it, and I'll just cover over that old one there. The old wire was pulled out. And then right above this door here inside is a junction box, and I'll just make the new connection there. So I got my first piece, which is 12 foot, snapped onto the J channel and nailed. Then I took 23 3/4, which is a measurement of this to here, giving me expansion room, about a 1/2 inch expansion. All right, which will bring that there back over here 23 3/4, so I don't have the joints lining up on each other. So I'll put the cut end down here, and the factory end, put the factory end down here, so it's like this. So when I put the other piece behind, slide it in behind it, they'll snap together and they'll fit. That's why they cut this off, and there's a bottom piece they notch off too, so that the siding sits tight together. So I'll put the factory right here. Expansion room. Got my nut lines that I snapped, and we'll go ahead and get that other piece over here, and then we'll snap it on down here. Right, this didn't look level from back. And it's not, it's high on that side, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull those nails and get it level. We gotta start it out right, otherwise it'll be screwed up. All right, there, it's level. Now I put in backer behind this, so we should be able to hit something back here. Now notice I hit that with the rubber part of the hammer and not the metal. I didn't want to damage that siding. All right, so what I think I'll do, guys, is I'll just take another 23 3/4. Yeah. Let's see, maybe I'll double that and bring that back another 20. That way it'll give me 2 pieces for over here. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Pretty tough to get a nail in that corner. There's no stud there to get this last piece, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It's well behind the corner post here. Up a little bit on this side, gotten up around the window, got these done. Boy, was this fun. What a fun cut this was. This one had to be notched out around the box and notched out all the way around the top of the garage. Come down, it was notched out around this, and then it was notched around the door, and there's the seam. So, and then that piece was pretty easy to do. But that was loads of fun getting that in there. I should have filmed that one. I'm not sure you guys could have taken the foul language out. It was a little frustrating. So, and that, and I had to stop filming because Ray's been over there. He had to go get a hub puller, and he can't get it apart, so he's gonna have to take it to a garage and have them do it. So now he's putting it back together. How's it going, Ray?
Oh, I'm sure that they've heard of me cussing an awful lot.
That's why we quit filming, Ray. Yeah, I do a lot of voiceovers. All right, so we'll just continue on here. All right, so here I'm putting up this finish strip. All right, and I know we did it on the other side, but again, I'll show you how you do that, put it up. All right. This side, Ray, is slightly different. The other side was 4 inches. This is 3 5/8. Not much of a difference, but at least the corners match now. The last time we were doing this, they were busting out because it was 48 degrees. It was too cold. Today it's in the 80s and humid, and it's just punching through beautifully, just like it's supposed to. You know, watch. That's like it's supposed to. Battery died, and I had to wait for my iPhone to recharge. That's why this part didn't get filmed. I'm really thinking about switching to a GoPro or something like that, where I have batteries I can add to it, but it's all done. Right up there at the very, very peak, you just drive a small finish nail to hold it in. You know, some guys use the white shingle nails. That'll do it. This side's all done. So the last thing we've got to do, and it's 5 o'clock, and we're done for the day. Okay, I'm not swinging a hammer one more second today. The last thing we got to do is this back section. And that shouldn't take long. It's only 16 feet wide. And we should have it done. Almost 6 o'clock. It rained on and off. We had some very bad thunderstorms in the area, tornado warnings. We're not still under a tornado watch until, I think 8 tonight. So it was hard to film and work and try to keep my phone and equipment from getting soaked, but we got the back done. Yeah. So roof done, check. Soffits, check. Vinyl, check.